Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade
in the City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we are getting into our review of the finale of Love and Marriage DC. So please make sure that you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
I'm sorry, it's Nat's fly. I don't know.
I was about to say, you got a bug in there, girl.
It's always something, y'all. But yes, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. And you know, this is the last one of the season. We're closing out.
I'll donate a little tiny little bug zapper or something so she can plug in.
Why? So it can be zapping in the background. That's real cute.
I think they're quiet. I think the ones for the inside are quiet.
Oh.
But you won't be having to, be scared and running for your life no more.
Don't do that. So yes, guys, we got a 2-part reunion coming up after this, and then we are done with DC for probably another year. But we thank you guys for tuning into the review. So let's get into it. And let's see how they try to wrap this one up in a bow and make everything look all pretty. Let's get shady. Picking up where we left off at the detox weekend, and winter is still there, literally. So apparently winter has stayed overnight. I think I do know that she went on live and said that she did stay the night. I think everybody felt like she had been through enough.
You know what? Monique said that she is thankful for the trip and thankful that Kevin was there because she feels like the whole group came closer and they see Winter in a different light. Winter is actually
how crazy Kevin was.
Yeah.
And that just brought, I hate to say it, but psychologically, that's actually really toxic when the dislike of one person brings other people together. It's really toxic. But hey, if it works for you guys, if you cleared up any bad energy between you guys.
And Winter said it did. She said she's glad that, he came as well because it allowed her to flush out that remaining negative energy. So
right. Okay, Winter.
Yeah. So everybody is getting their IV therapy.
Yes, we need to do this, Lord. We need to do this.
Who need to do this?
Me.
Oh, okay, not we. Her.
It's great. You don't like?
I don't like needles. I'm not gonna do an IV just for fun. I'm good.
Oh my God, never be dehydrated again. Especially for you who hates drinking water, somebody pumping it through your veins.
It's not never again. It's when you get it.
Well, when you get it.
Yeah.
You got to know people.
Guess what? I've been to the hospital. I had to get fluids pumped into me. I'm good. She's good. And it takes a while.
YOLO.
Without a needle in your arm. So basically the IV therapy, is they want to do that after a full night of drinking to, boost their energy, liven up the group again. And Ashley decides it's great. It's a great time to play a game. So while they are doing this IV therapy to flush out all the alcohol, she decides to go get a box so that they can play a game.
She said, oh no, I'm gonna drink during the IV.
Right? She's like, we got 45 minutes to burn. Why the hell not?
Hey.
So the name of the game is called That's So You. Okay, everyone picks a card and they have to
play that now.
Someone in the group who it best describes. I actually thought this was a cute game. So Chris picks the first card and it says, we'll still be getting it on
at 85.
At 85. And Quick automatically stands up. It's like, that's me. That's
Look,
me.
And Ashley says, we know it's not Jamie and Arena. I say, that is terrible.
Well,
good luck.
Right. Then Tasha and Neil basically talk about how, they were having sex in the 12th grade. And they was like, hold up, was this your only one? Tasha answered that real quick. She said, no. Like she was disgusted.
Right. She was like, no, I've explored.
Right. And he says that they've had their stray away moments. Apparently Neil was real bad. Okay, real bad. He said he got caught a lot. Quick then brings up a time that he cheated on Ashley in the beginning of the relationship. And apparently it was after she moved in when things got serious. And she was pregnant. And Ashley says, no, I don't remember none of that shit.
Sorry, right. She was like, we weren't even together. We were in a situationship. And he's like, no, remember you caught me and da-da-da. And I don't know why he just kept talking and he should have stopped.
But like, okay, you right.
Right. But he just kept going, I guess, trying to live in his truth. And you know, it was so funny. I was actually talking to somebody today about this episode, and Shade Squad, weigh in, tell us what you think. But somebody said, I'm not here. I don't think that's cute to sit here and air out my dirty laundry with a whole bunch of other couples, or talk about what my man likes in the bedroom in front of another woman and what, you know, and I was like, that's very interesting. Because I think it would be fun and cute, but I guess I'm not thinking that side of it. Like, you're basically advertising what gets you off to a group of people, and let's hope that you trust that group of people, right?
I don't know. I mean, I love having sex conversations, but they're usually about me. I don't usually talk about what my man likes in the bedroom.
Right.
But I'll talk about me all day. I'll talk about all things dealing with me. You know, with my girls.
Mm-hmm. With your girls, but what if they're men? That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, if they're men, then no. I'm gonna sit back and listen.
But that's what I'm saying. So if it's you and your man and a group of other couples, do you feel like you would want to sit and have these same type of conversations, or you would feel comfortable having these same type of conversations in a group of people? Like how, like basically, like how Quick told us, he clearly Ashley likes rough sex. Everybody knows that now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about it until I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, it looks fun till you think about. Kind of know what he likes now.
We would have had to have a private little sidebar. Like, honey, why would you think that was funny or cute to announce that to everybody? Like, what I like. It'd be different if, you know, I was talking to my girls and I'm talking about what I like to them, and you're with your boys and you're talking about what you like to them. But why are we announcing to the whole entire friend group how I like sex? So everybody can envision me, you know, getting choked and spanked and shit.
Hey, it's interesting, but let us know what you think, Shade Squad. Is it fun? Is it uncomfortable? Does it need to be a certain group of people? What do y'all think? Throw it out there.
Well, regardless, okay, they go back and forth about what happened. Ashley is dead set on the fact that she has no idea what he's talking about. He explains that the girl came to the door. She's like, yeah, we wasn't even together then. And, you know, she's like, you know what? Regardless, there was never a time that he played me and I didn't get my lick back. I said, okay, we are taking a turn for the worse. Let me tell you something. Mr. Quick sat his little ass right there and was quiet as shit. He didn't say not a goddamn thing else.
His feelings was hurt because he was like, what you done? Now he got to think about it.
Apparently he know. Because she was like, oh, that's the time I cheated on you? She was like, no, what? I was like, Jesus Christ.
But she even said she didn't really cheat on him. It was emotional.
No. She didn't say that she didn't really cheat on him. That's what she said. She said the get back shit to get him in his feelings, and it worked. She didn't say that she didn't actually cheat on him.
No, but when they were talking about it, and she was like, it's stupid. I was emotionally cheating. She was like, I wasn't physically, but he was like, that's the worst type of cheating. Because him and Monique were agreeing. He's like, that's the worst type of cheating. She was like, bye, quick, bye. When you out here, I'm at the door and you smashing other bitches. And you telling me stories that I conveniently forgot about?
I mean, they're both
I'm just saying.
They're both bad.
Right.
But you might leave a motherfucker for emotionally cheating.
Oh, yes. You know I would.
I'm not you specifically. Oh. God damn.
I was gonna say, I ain't gotta think twice.
Cheating would actually make you leave, but physical cheating, you might actually stay in your relationship. I mean, it's still fucked up, but
no, it's still fucked up. I may have to lead it into, or I might have to be like Ashley and get me some licks in, and then I might feel better about it. We see the couples dressing up as celebrity couples, of course.
Famous musical couples.
Yes. And I absolutely love Monique and Chris came in as Kim and Biggie.
This is giving me like birthday ideas. I love this.
No, that was super cute. Jamie and Arena are Jay-Z and Beyonce. I was like, yes, okay, give it to them. And then they hear banging upstairs, like Jamie and Arena while they're getting ready. And they're like, they actually believe it's Quick and Ashley like having some real nasty
sex.
makeup sex.
Because he mentioned that he like they she like
because again, we've had these open conversations. So now you got people talking about you out in the street. Ashley is dressed as Tina and Quick as Ike. She's still pissed with Quick about him cheating when she wasn't his girlfriend 20 years ago. And
I mean, it's new information to her, but it's still happening.
It's still, so, and it was funny because that conversation I was having earlier, they were like, that's why that's a thing. They were like, because why are we bringing this up? Like, you just caused a whole problem for what? Like, why did you need to say that? She was like, I would be so mad.
And you let me know with everybody there and like in front of everybody.
Right. And I said that, that
but that also makes it embarrassing.
Because now I got people looking at me crazy, like, oh, you didn't know? And I was saying it actually adds to this narrative where she thinks she knows her husband so well. She knows everything about him. Now here we are at the last episode, and you find
don't nobody know everything.
No, but you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It just because the way she came at Winter, and now it's like, oh, but now you're finding out stuff about your husband that you didn't know. That's all I'm saying. Tasha and Neil come in as Andre 3000 and Erykah Badu. I loved it. This was definitely, I'm sorry.
That was my favorite
of the night. Shout out to Tasha because she definitely retweeted. So I appreciate it. And Winter walks in without a costume. She's like, what the hell is going on here? And they tell her she can join and she could be Yolanda Adams.
I thought that was a good one.
You can't go wrong with Yolanda. So Chris is really into his role and everyone loves it. Quick says something to Ashley and she lets him know she's still angry with him. And
period. Well, he was trying to get a kiss or something. And she's like, I'm so mad at you.
Quick is still trying to clarify what lick back means. And she says, when you hurt me, I hurt you.
Duh.
Okay. And she accomplished her goal because Quick's feelings are clearly hurt. Now, Ashley asked the group if their partner today, if they knew what they knew about their partner today, would they still get married? And Chris starts off by saying he knows Monique is difficult and being with her can be stressful at times, but he wouldn't have it any other way. I said
10 times over.
I said, way to save yourself. Because it was like you brought it. I said, okay.
Well, we know the man is stressed.
Yeah, we know he's stressed. So I give him that. I ain't mad at you, Chris, for speaking your truth. I ain't mad at you. Look, that's what he wants you to do.
Maybe you were speaking too much truth because then he says, he's never felt this way about anyone else. Even his college sweetheart, who is also special to him. Monique said, I asked about her.
What that bitch got to do with me?
Right. And says, don't give me a compliment by bringing up somebody else. And let me say something. Chris just went from being super duper sweet to being public enemy number one.
Right. And he's over here trying to clean it up. And he's like, no, I'm just trying to say. And every time he tried to say something, it just
made her more
worse.
mad.
He just well, I can't even say it gets worse because he's like, no, I just really love you. And I'm just trying to show how much I love you. And she's like, really? Really? Oh, just stop, Chris. Just stop. And I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? I love y'all, but I'm so happy I'm sorry. I hope you come back different next season because it's just I can never be happy.
He was like, you know what? He just apologized. And it didn't really seem like Monique even, she really didn't give a damn. Now, Monique, she tells Chris basically, she feels like the paperwork messed up everything. And if she could do it all over again, she would have stayed soulmates and spiritually married with no paperwork. Why are you looking like that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chris,
it's my RBF.
Chris says that, that's hurtful to hear her say that. And I would, that would be hurtful to anyone.
That's your man's.
That's my man's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this: everybody
She
makes
gonna stick beside her.
everybody makes mistakes.
She gonna stick beside her.
Everybody makes mistakes.
If she really is that upset and angry with him, the way that she displays on this show, I don't know what he did, but he is clearly trying to continuously make up for whatever he's done.
I feel like if it was something, she would have said it. She has no problem expressing.
I don't know. It just makes me feel, and somebody says, does she have beef with his mama or something like that?
That was a long time ago. I don't know if she still does.
But yeah, no, I just feel like he must have done, because I just feel like it's a level of like when you haven't forgiven someone, and so anything that they do that can piss you off, and it'll be anything, you're going to use it because you're so upset about this one thing that you said you got over and you never did. That's on what I'm saying.
Well,
but yeah, no. So then they get to Arena and Jamie, of course, and Jamie and Arena are like, we got this. We happy. We love. We've been doing this for 26 years. Ain't nothing changed. Same old thing. This is what we do. This is what we do. We gotten better with time, like a fine wine. I said, okay, y'all, go ahead, J and B. And then Ashley and Quick, and this moment actually had me in real life tears, y'all. So Ashley, you know, when the question comes to her, she says no. And I feel like, am I wrong? They skipped over Tasha and Neil.
They did.
So, yeah, it gets to Ashley, and Ashley says no. But she says that, you know, basically,
like when they got married, she was super young. She was super infatuated.
She felt like she had to raise him,
and you know he could do no wrong in her eyes. And she feels like she spent basically 20 years raising him. And you know she feels like she got the short end of the stick in the marriage.
Because he didn't know how to love. He didn't know how to be a husband.
You know what Quick said? Quick said that he would, because of all the shit she just said. I said, oh.
It was so beautiful. Because I love how he acknowledged, he accepted that, yeah, I was irresponsible. I did stupid shit. You stay, like, he validated her. I was like, yes, Quick. Yes. I love it. I love it. I'm sorry.
Says that she taught him real love, unconditional love. Okay. All right, Quick.
And then he said with everybody that's around him, everybody has conditions, but with her, and he tells a story about how when she was young and she was just hanging around, and he asked her, and he's like, why are you here? And she was like, because she just wanted to be around him. And he said, you know, he told her, I'm not ready to get married right now, but when I am ready, you're the one. You're right. And I think that's beautiful. I honestly do. So
and then she decided she ain't mad at him no more.
Right.
And it's time to throw that ass in a circle.
Okay. And he said he catching it. Okay. Monique. Oh no, I'll let you finish. I'm going to say what I need to say to Miss Samuels. Okay. Okay. So Mrs. Samuels. So Monique is happy to be back at home with the kids. They visit a ranch and we see Mr. Shady Nathan. That is the horse, guys. Now the kids love him, and apparently they've been teaching the kids how to take care of him. And by the way, Milani is wearing fashion. Ashton, I said, way to plug your girl. That's how you do it. How you do it. I will give you that. She said, let me get this in. Now, Monique and Chris go to sit down and talk. Y'all know it's coming, right? So he asked her thoughts about the trip, and she said for her, it was the conversation with the Silvas. She brings up the question of if you had to get married again. And she says, not right now, if I didn't see any changes. She says she would appreciate when he speaks to think about what he's saying.
And who he's saying it to.
She said it was disrespectful and embarrassing Chris doesn't understand because he's never had any other woman in his life that he loved. So he really wasn't thinking it was a bad thing. Now, hear me out. This is what I'm gonna give you, Moni. I'm gonna give you the fact that I don't think it's okay to compare me to someone else when you're trying to give me a compliment. Absolutely. I'm gonna give you that. However, what I've noticed about her is Chris is not, he doesn't seem like he's the best with his words, but his heart is good.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
so,
like a big teddy bear.
right. So I think, I mean, I hate to say the Biggie role, but he played it well. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't, I don't think he, when he, like most men, you say shit and then you're like, oh, that, until somebody tells you like, that was kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Because they're not looking at it from the perspective of emotion and whatever. They're just, you know, speaking. So, yeah, no, Chris is confused and she tells him that, you know, you just did it again. You just did it again. And I was like, oh, she says he gets upset when she calls him out after he says something offensive. Now, then he gets mad for her calling it out.
Well, he said he doesn't get mad. He gets
defensive.
Defensive, yes.
Right. And he says that he realizes he can be defensive. Monique begins to cry. And this is why I love Chris. He brings her in. He picks her up like a baby, like just come here, baby.
She's so little.
Right. And just like reassures her and lets her know that, and she's like, and I always feel like I have to prove myself and how valuable I am. And Chris is like, you don't have to prove anything to me. And she's like, but it's not about what you, it's about what I feel. And I was like, girl, go talk to Terry, have a private session. It's not about Chris, it's you. And I'm glad that you said it. I'm not saying Chris doesn't have anything to work on, but I think I said in the first couple reviews, when we started to see their dynamic, and I said, I think that she is unhappy. She's dealing with something that she's dealing with, and she's unhappy. She doesn't know how to fix it. So in the long run, she's trying to fix him, and everything he does in trying to make her happy is not working because the issue is within her. It's not him. No, Chris is not perfect. But her issue and not feeling valuable and all that other shit, that's you. It's called self-confidence. That's the confidence of self.
Like a comedian said that shit. Who the fuck was it?
That was Cat Williams. Self-esteem.
Self-esteem of the motherfucking self. I actually felt really bad for Chris. After her breakdown, he apologized again. And says,
always apologizing.
It hurts him because she's so upset, and he just knows that his intentions were genuine. He was not trying to hurt her by bringing up the ex.
You know what? Let me just say this, Shade Squad, because I know I probably come off super, super hard on Monique, and I actually
as a Monique hater. Yeah, you do.
And I'm actually not. That's the thing. I'm not a Monique hater. I actually really like her. And I actually want to see her and Chris succeed. What scares me is that I think as a human,
I beg to differ.
Stupid. What scares me is that I think any human being as a person, when you know you are actively trying to change and you constantly keep trying to do the things that you think is making your partner happy, and they're never satisfied, and they're never satisfied, and they're never, at what point do you as an individual be like, well, fuck it, I just can't make you happy, and you just stop trying, like really give up and stop trying? And that's what I don't, because I feel like we just constantly see her, and maybe that might be editing, but I feel bad for Chris because I know he loves her, but how long is he going to keep apologizing for shit that, you understand what I'm saying? How long is he going to keep taking, I'm walking on eggshells around my house and I can never, I can't satisfy you because maybe it's something within you. People outgrow each other.
I think part of the problem is she's not seeing the change. She's not seeing the progress, or him trying is part of the issue. I'm not saying that he hasn't made any progress or he's not trying, But I feel like that time that they were sitting on the floor and, they had just got back from Africa, she made it pretty clear that she is not seeing him trying. And she's been waiting all this time
because
to
he didn't have
see
an
him
aha
try.
moment that you didn't have either.
Huh?
Because he didn't have an aha moment that you didn't have either. Because that's what started it.
That
That's
is
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
started.
saying. Until we can get to the root, you're going to keep picking little fights about every little thing. Because you're not talking about what is the root of the shit. And I think that's what they're not addressing, is what is the root of their shit? Why does everything make her angry? Why does she feel like she's not valuable? That's the it of the it.
I feel like that comment has a lot to do with his mother, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. They may have gotten over their shit.
And that might be the it of the it, but I think I would rather them come out, and because then I would understand why everything makes her mad, why she feels the way she does, why she, you know what I mean? But it just right now it looks like she's attacking her husband. And I just think anybody, well, I can love the shit out of you. We can have years, but at what point am I gonna be tired of being on the defense and be like, I'm good?
I think part of it is also she's searching for that life altering soul, like that deep love, I guess, that they had before, because she's afraid to end up like his parents. So she is afraid to get stagnant and just like, okay, this is what it is. We've been married for this long, and you kind of, we live together, we're husband and wife, but you kind of live your life and I live mine, and we're just okay with what it is. So I think she is trying desperately to get back to what it was before, so they are passionately in love and they don't end up like his parents. She said it numerous times. I think she's just afraid of being like that. And most old couples they end up being like that. And I'm not saying that they're old, but they've been married for a very long time. So
right. And
it's quite possible. Exactly.
Can I just tell y'all, I've done this to my parents. It ain't been on no charges like this, but I've definitely.
You have.
I definitely told my mom the day before I had to go to court that
you have.
They were ready to lock me up.
I remember that shit.
And
damn, I didn't think about that.
She was 38 hot. Oh my God.
Yeah. So little Jamie comes into his parents' room the night before. Apparently, he has court, and lets them know, hey guys, guess what? I got court in the morning.
But my court was like traffic court. It was, speeding.
Yeah, he's got like 9 charges over his head. Apparently,
he has like felony charges. Well,
they weren't at the time. They were misdemeanor charges. But it's for narcotics and weapons, which clearly, of course, could end him up in jail. And Jamie tells little Jamie, basically like, talk to your lawyer. You got to let him know to like reiterate that, you've been holding down a job, you've been staying clean. You even work like a little side job with, your parents, and you're even looking at a promotion, at your other job, just to show that you've grown since this happened. Now, little Jamie says if he's convicted, the minimum he could do is 5 years and the max is 25 years. This is where it's at right now with the misdemeanor. Okay. Now this is really hitting home for Raina, because she says, at like about age 7, her dad went to prison and he was mentally and physically abusive to her mom. But, that's her daddy. She loved him, and she says she still misses him. Apparently he died in prison. And she feels like little Jamie is headed in that direction, and she doesn't want him to end up that way. Apparently, little Jamie's charges were a misdemeanor, and they were bumped up to the circuit court, which is the highest court in Maryland. Mm-hmm. He up the street at Upper Marlboro Court, y'all.
Yeah, that ain't.
So now he's facing felony charges and misdemeanor charges, and they indicted him based off of the felony charges. The attorney let him know that he could do mandatory jail time without parole because of the drug and weapon charges. apparently, I guess his little girlfriend there trying to stick beside him. And I don't know, it's not looking too good. Jamie felt like initially she was on her dude's side, and now she's like, no, sorry, you need to get your shit together because you might be about to go away. And I don't know, we will keep you
She was
in our
cute,
prayers.
I feel like I had her.
She was cute. Let me say something. We will keep little Jamie in our prayers, and
Yes.
we are thankful for you that it was not in Virginia and it was in Maryland. So
amen to that.
Hopefully, you
gotta do.
You will be okay.
Right. Amen to that.
Winter was invited to Ashley's book reveal event, y'all.
Dear God.
And she's in complete shock. Okay, but she's looking forward to having a good time because she ain't beefing with nobody.
Finally.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about that song. So Chris and Monique, they're like barely speaking to each other because apparently Monique is still pissed off about the comment that he made. I don't know how. Was this the same day? You think it was the same day?
It might not be. She looked like she hold on to shit.
Cause I mean, damn. Let me tell you something. Just look, just take care of business and we'll be back good. Just the fuck.
I have Ashley is arriving to her event looking gorgeous. Arena says, "You look like a doll, baby," and she said, "I am a doll, baby." Okay.
Period.
She's super excited to reveal her cover to her new book. It's a sip and see. I said, okay, innovation. I love it. Monique says she decked out the place with her face all over it. So every cupcake, every napkin,
it was
got Ashley's face. It was
I like that.
Ashley thanks the girls for being there. Winter says she's grateful to be in that number. I said, not in that number, because you know what I thought? Oh, when the saints
go marching in,
I want to be
in that number.
Oh, I said no. Not when the saints go marching in, Winter.
That's Yolanda, girl. That's Yolanda. So
Arena says, last time you invited her to an event, that didn't go so well. I'm like, Arena, I thought you was trying to be mutual. Just be quiet, please. Always trying to stir the pot, but don't want shit. So
she just stating the obvious.
That's
I'm surprised to see you here, Winter.
Right. So they try to get Ashley to toast to friendship, and she has a hard time. She's like, friend.
She said they're working on their
friend. So they're friend.
Ashley is too much.
And then Jamie, okay, y'all gotta tell me what y'all think about this. Shade Squad, please drop in the comments. Now, hear me out, right? Maybe they are being spontaneous.
Oh, that's.
Some people feel like maybe it was cute. Some people feel like it was disgusting. Here's my thing. So Jamie approaches Arena and they go to the bathroom to have spontaneous sex, but they decide to let the room know before they leave that they're going to go have spontaneous sex. And this is what made me believe it was for the camera. And please don't take no offense, Jamie or Arena, but if you said y'all haven't been having sex this long, you wait till you get to a public space, announce it in front of a camera that you're going to go do it, and then come back and talk about how you did it. That seems like it was made for TV. I'm just being honest. And because you were trying to wrap it up in a little bow, because y'all said, oh, we're happy in our marriage. Everything this whole last episode was how happy you are in your marriage.
I have a question for you.
And not to mention the fact that if you were going to do it, you didn't need to tell nobody, because now everybody's looking at y'all like y'all nasty. Because did you wipe your, like, how did that work out? How did you clean yourself together?
Let me touch on this. This is for you, Trees, and Shade Squad. Okay. Because I have gone at an event that we were together. I wouldn't have had spontaneous sex, okay, and came back afterwards. Okay?
But you didn't tell me.
I did not tell you. But
at least not in the moment.
I didn't.
Because I definitely would have judged you.
Especially how it went down. But
so look, the whole club would have been, I'm like, bitch, you nasty.
So let me say this, okay? The way they came out the bathroom Do you think that they actually did anything while they were in there? I don't either. Because I know.
That's why I said it felt made for TV.
I know I had to fix myself up afterwards, but I still didn't look the way I looked when I first left out of there, okay?
I thought you was just dancing real hard.
Place, no, nothing.
You heard me? I just thought you was dancing real hard, broke a sweat, something.
I don't even think you noticed I was gone, Chad.
Don't do that. Quick makes a beautiful toast to Ashley and her new book. Monique says in the confessional how proud she is of Ashley coming into her own, not just being the wife of Quick, but and the mother to her children, but she's showing she's a whole person, and this is another facet of her. And I said, you know what, Monique don't spare no compliments. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing I do like about her. She's about uplifting women. I'll give her, well, the people she likes. So
stop it.
Because she did Winter real dirty. So Ashley said she's ready to step in the lane of being Ashley. Nobody's mom, nobody's wife, just Ashley. She thanks everyone for coming to her sip and see for her book reveal. She says it's a book about how she went through depression and worked through it, and hopes that it can inspire and be helpful to other women. And I definitely said I was going to buy a copy. So she reads a piece from her book, and Quick is praising his wife. He calls her author Ash. I thought that was so cute. And
we forgot to mention earlier. He went, remember when he was explaining the cheating, he was like, she went from aggressive Ash to angry Ash.
Look, let me tell you, I don't know if I would want to see angry Ashley either. So Quick goes up to present Ashley with this ring that was supposed to be held secret, but of course the men pillow talk with their wives, and so they
they held it. They didn't know.
No, he said Monique was like sitting there smiling. That's why Ashley was sitting there already taking her ring off. One of them told, like, now I'm not gonna say they told her, but like they maybe hinted at it, because that's why he was like.
But he said he hates the fact that his wife is psychic.
I don't know. I felt like somebody told her that this is about to happen. Because why else would you take your ring off? Like,
because he mentions, what did he say? He said, she's been killing him like for the past 13 years about something, and she starts to take her ring off. So he kind of hinted to it. But he said the wives looked surprised. All the wives in the audience. I would be pissed off.
No, because he said, do not tell your wives.
And he trusted Chris. He said that Chris would be the one to not tell. He thought it would be Jamie to tell.
Yeah. So either way, so Quick gets down on one knee. He said the first time he proposed to her 15 years ago, he didn't do that. He didn't give her and he only had one arm. And she said it was the worst proposal ever.
And they got married where she didn't want to get married. They got married in Jamaica, which is not what she wanted. So,
but he wanted to do that. So
he said he ready to clear that shit. He said everybody said clear that shit.
Right. That was cute. And so he asks her, gives her a beautiful speech, presents her with the upgraded ring. And then we like, who's that singing over there? And
he did. He was like, can I sing for you? She said, please don't sing. He was like, no, I'm going to sing.
And then Tank down on one knee.
Look at you. Okay. All right, Tank.
I'm just saying.
So yes, he had Tank.
He should have hit that slowly. Making love slowly all night.
I guess, he had to do the one knee song because he was getting down on one knee, and it was the first time he had done it.
Look, messing around with Ashley, she'd be like, can you play Tank, can you play Maybe I Deserve?
Well, but yes, he asked her to continue to be his wife.
His life.
And Ashley, was super emotional. She started crying, and
I don't know if you noticed, it was so cute. The kids were standing to the side of the stage, and they had like, her son had flowers for her. Ashton was sitting there with like, it was really cute. Like, even the kids were there, like ready to like, it was a moment. I loved it because it really was a moment for her. Like, her kids were there to praise her. He was there to praise her. It was really all about her. It wasn't about him. I don't feel like, don't get me wrong, love Quick. He has a very big personality. I don't feel like he tried to take over her event. You understand what I'm saying?
He even told everybody shut up.
Right.
He's like, everybody was quiet. Ashley talking.
He let her have her space. And they know I love them. We be on Twitter. Y'all know I love y'all. So yeah, then Winter says that it's nice to be around a group and not be in any drama. And she hopes it's the birth of something new. Monique says it's been an amazing journey and she can't say she would change anything. That's the problem, Monique. That's the problem. But she said they started off as a social group and then they became a family. And this is what I'm talking about, being all wrapped up in a nice little bow, like you didn't sell your homegirl out, like y'all want friends. And because one thing that Winter does say in one of her lives is Monique never ever came back and told her anything that Arena or Ashley said about her. But she was always going to report to them. And I said, that's not your friend.
Mm-mm. Well, we're going to do a toast just like Quick did. To author Ash.
Right, author Ash, do that shit.
Do that shit.
So Ashley feels like the ring represents a new chapter in their marriage. And she's looking forward to the next 13 chapters and the next 13. And Quick says he's looking forward to 100. It's beautiful, Black love at its best.
Yes, it is.
Aside from Monique still being mad at Chris. And it was great. And fake sex. So it was great. Thank you guys for tuning into another review of Love and Marriage DC. Thank you for finishing out the season with us. Please make sure, if you have not already, that you hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And we will catch you guys for the reunion part 1 and 2 at some point this week, y'all. We love you. Have a good night.
Mwah.
Bye.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!